Hello, everyone. I'm Logan Landry. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I'm a finance major. And what I want to do in life is to get a pretty good, well paying job that I enjoy, that also allows me to explore my hobbies and potentially travel the world because I want to see a bunch of cool and new, exciting things. And I also want to be able to provide and support for my family and to give them a happy life. So here's the object that I think is a work of visual art. It's like a pottery turtle that's also a whistle. So that's what I think to be a work of visual art. Now it's got painting on it on top of being a piece of pottery, and it's a whistle. So the criteria for which I determine something to be a work of visual art is whether it took creativity and imagination. I think that this did take creativity and imagination because you're not going to find a turtle in real life that looks like this. And so the artist, or I guess the potter that made this turtle, had to use his imagination to think up what it would look like, then use his creativity to actually put his mental ideas into practice and to come up with this. Another criteria that I have is, did it take time, focus, effort, and skill? It definitely took skill to make this. I mean, I wouldn't be able to make a clay or pottery turtle just out of the blue. I don't have the ability to do that. So whoever made this had to take time to learn that skill and then put that skill into practice. And it had to have taken time, focus, and effort because you can't just make these things in 5 minutes. There's a process to make them. Like you have to mold them. You had to hollow, or I guess you have to hollow this one out since it's also a whistle, and then you had to put it in whatever device to heat it up and to make it solid, and then on top of that, the artist had to paint it. I would not be able to paint it very well either. For one, I'm colorblind, so I would have messed up the colors and probably made it look a little wacky. The next criteria is, does it express an idea or emotion or beauty, or does it like try to evoke that in somebody? Um, I think it definitely tries to invoke a sense of beauty in whoever's looking at it, or I guess whoever bought it, because it's trying to make you think about turtles, and I think turtles are pretty beautiful and cute in their own way because they're part of God's creation, and I just think they look good. It's also, I think, trying to get people to tap into their music abilities since it's a whistle. So there's that. It probably also is trying to get people to think about turtles in the sense of the fact that they're partially endangered and that we need to work towards making them less endangered. So I think that this turtle or piece of art applies to that criteria. Finally, I think the last criteria I have is if it's original. I don't think anything in the world is completely original just because people are interconnected and we all share ideas with each other. So not everything is going to be completely original, but I think artistic pieces will be like partially original, if that makes sense. So whoever came up with this didn't just copy it. I mean, it's almost impossible to copy, I think, like a pottery piece because just molding it is so specific and then it'll change when it's heating up. So I think this turtle meets this specific criteria just off of that alone. And then, of course, the painting. I doubt that the painter that did the painting on the back and on the head copied anyone else. I mean, from where I bought it from, every turtle did look different, and then no turtle had the same painting on the back. So I think it makes that final criteria. So finally, the last question: what does art have to do with our relationship with God? I think that it reflects God's creativity, and God is most definitely creative, as He created the universe and He created us, and we're all different. And I mean, Earth alone has such vast and different features on it, so I would say that God is the most creative being ever. But using art and expressing our own creativity shows that God is creative because He made us, and if we're made in the image of God, then we also have facets of His creativity, and we're able to use that to create pieces of art like the turtle. I think art also allows us to take time to reflect on the world that God has made and given to us, and to think about what we should do with the world. Like the turtle, I think, like I said, it's supposed to make us think about how turtles are impacted in the real world by human activities, and that we should be more mindful of what happens to animals when we expand our industrial capabilities. So I think art just helps people think about, or get in the mindset of thinking about the world and all the different aspects of it, and that it makes us think about the things that we should be doing to take care of the world. It also just helps us slow down and reflect on life in general, and how God plays a part in that, or in each of our lives. So I think that's how art plays a role in our relationship with God. I think it helps us get closer to Him, and then it also shows that we came from Him. He made us to be like Him, and He's creative, therefore we're creative. So yeah, I'm very excited to be a part of this class and to learn more about art and art history, because I'm very knowledgeable about all that, or about the subject. So yeah, thank you.